Hello, this is my digit Nomad live. Today I woke up early in Dali and headed to Weishan for the fire festival. I got up at 8 a.m. Some of the other people from my community took the bus, and apparently their bus was actually a wedding bus with this super pink interior, which was honestly pretty funny. When I arrived, I met a few friends at the station, so we took a little three-wild taxi to the old town. It's really fun. And our first stop was a local noodles shop, and honestly, the noodles were so good. If you ever come to Weishan, you should definitely try them. After lunch, my friends wanted to take some photos, but I wanted to explore the old town, so we split up. People were already preparing their torches. They were hanging apples, pears, and other things on the torches. I later found out that some of these have symbolic meanings, like wishing for peace and safety. I bought a local popsicle, found a shop selling fried grasshoppers, and obviously had to try one, but it was very salty, so I don't like it. And later I met a local uncle who was really kind. He gave me some fruit to try, and it was actually really good. I asked if I could help them put the fruit onto the branches. They said yes, and someone showed me how to do it. It looked easy, but apparently I was terrible at it. It took me forever just to finish one, so I eventually gave up and left. Weishan also has a lot of traditional crafts. I passed a tie-dye workshop, and it was packed with people making their own clothes and bags. In Chinese, we call it 扎染. I also visited a Dao temple. They happened to be holding a ceremony, so I just stood nearby and watched it for a while. Weishan has a really strong mix of local ethnic traditions and religious culture, and I found it really interesting to see that these traditions are still part of everyday life. And later I meet up with my friends again. We had some roasted tea, walked around, and even ran into a couple of other friends on the way to a bookstore. Then we went to a local museum. Honestly, I wouldn't really recommend it. It was supposed to tell the story of the Nanzhao Kingdom and the history of the area, but I didn't feel like the exhibition really explained it very well. And then we went for mala tang. Yeah, it's really good for the local food. People everywhere, and of course we ran into our friends again. At point, I realized something. I came to Weishan for a torch festival, but the festival wasn't actually the only interesting thing about this place. Bye bye.